The outrageous truth about the Easter Island. It is one of the most isolated islands in the world, but 1,200 years ago a double-hulled canoe filled with seafarers from a distant culture landed upon its shores. Over the centuries that followed, a remarkable society developed in isolation on the island. For reasons still unknown, they began carving giant statues out of volcanic rock. These monuments, known as moai, are some of the most incredible ancient relics ever discovered. The people of Easter Island called themselves the Rapa Nui. Where did they come from and why did they disappear? Science has learned much about the enigma of Easter Island and has put to rest some of the more bizarre theories, but questions and controversies remain. The story and history. Wild speculation about UFOs, Atlantis, and vanished advanced ancient races has always been a part of the Easter Island debate. Science has made great strides in understanding who made the giant statues of Easter Island and has put to rest these bizarre stories. This short pictorial essay will hopefully clear up continuing misconceptions about Easter Island and perhaps will get you thinking about how the story of Easter Island relates to what we as humans are currently doing to our planet. Controversies. For reasons still unknown, they began carving giant statues out of volcanic rock. These monuments, known as moai, are some of the most incredible ancient relics ever discovered. The people of Easter Island called themselves the Rapa Nui. Where did they come from and why did they disappear? Science has learned much about the enigma of Easter Island and has put to rest some of the more bizarre theories, but questions and controversies remain. Darwin pointed out how groups of animals living in remote places eventually take on unique characteristics and eventually turn them into distinct species. Heyerdahl, they say, dismisses Easter Island legends that speak of an origin from the West. According to them, botanical and anthropomorphic data collected clearly back up their view that the island was colonized only once from the West. The attacks against his beliefs have been almost universal from the archaeological community, which will not even refer to Heyerdahl as an archaeologist anymore. Both sides in the debate accuse each other with making the evidence fit their own beliefs. But there is a third origin story that, as far-fetched as it seems, has scientific proof behind it. Around 1536, a Spanish ship, the San Lesmans, was lost near Tahiti. Legends tell of the Basque survivors intermarrying with the Polynesians. Either they or their descendants set off from Tahiti to try and return home in the 1600s and were never seen again. Interestingly, genetic testing of pure-blood Rapa Nui revealed the presence of Basque genes. Could Easter Island have been settled by a lost crew of Polynesian and Spanish seafarers? Perhaps science will eventually give us a definitive answer on who the Rapa Nui were. Wherever they came from, the Rapa Nui were an amazing people. They built a highly organized and efficient society on a tiny island out of little or nothing, and in the few short years it existed created an enigma that has puzzled the world ever since. And those statues? We know how they moved them. The local population knew all along. They walked. All we needed to do was ask.